guys, this is Pam and welcome to my channel. So today I'll be sharing with you my picks for the 6 fragrances for life that I have chosen. So I know there has been an ongoing videos on YouTube where reviewers they pick their actually 4 fragrances for life, but to me so the 4 fragrances for life is actually 4 because 1 for each season. But I could not just stick to just 4 fragrances. I actually have 6 here, actually 6-ish, and you'll find out why as I go down my list. So the reason why I have 6 and I don't just have 4, well, because I can't pick, if I'm gonna have my fragrances for life, it's regardless of the season, regardless of how the weather is, regardless of where I am. These are the fragrances I actually would like to be smelling, for the rest of my life. If I only have these choices, if these are the only fragrances I have, like I don't care what season it is, I don't care what time of the day it is. Like it doesn't matter. These are the fragrances I want to be smelling. So actually my list here, I don't have them in particular order besides 1, and that's actually my first pick. My first pick is if I have just 1 fragrance for life. This one I'm pretty clear there's no competition for me. If I just have 1 fragrance for life, I don't care if I'm in the desert or in the Antarctic, or I don't know, in a cave, underground, in a basement, in a solitary confinement. If I would have just 1 fragrance that I would be smelling, like that's it, like there's only 1 fragrance ever made, and that's all I could be spraying on myself or I could be smelling, this would be it. And that's actually my number 1, and that is by the house of Guerlain, and that is Tonka Imperial. I love this fragrance. This is, to me, is the holy grail of fragrances in all categories. I love this so much. Let me just spray it so I can refresh my memory, although it is pretty clear to me what it smells like. It's my number 1 pick anyway. Okay, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't even know how to begin to. I have made a review on this particular one, actually an unboxing and a review. Some of these fragrances I have reviewed. Some, I think 3 of them I have not, which I'm kind of planning to review as well. So the ones I have reviewed, I'm gonna be linking them in the comment section, in the description box. And then if I happen to be reviewing the others in the future, I will eventually add them in the description box for you. So Tonka Imperial, why is this so good? It's just delicious. It's boozy. It has almond. It has tonka. This is tonka heaven to me. Tonka is very vanillic and powdery and kind of balsamic. Oh, it's just so good. So it's boozy. It's spicy. It's balsamic, it's sweet, it has that almond, vanilla, and tonka, a heavy dose of tonka. It's just so good, very well balanced. Oh my goodness, my mood is actually changing right now. I was actually kind of been having allergies and stuff, but this is, oh my goodness, oh. I can just talk about this perfume all day. Anyway, you can check out my full review on the link on the description box if you want. So that's my number 1. If I have just 1 fragrance for the rest of my life, it would be Tonka Imperial. Now, just to let you know, guys, though, my list could be changing like next year, or I don't know, at some point in my life, but I'm talking about for now. If I only have to choose fragrances that I would have for life, this would be it. But I'm just letting you know that in the future this might change, because we change. But this one, though, I think this will be forever. I don't think I will ever get tired of this till the day I die. well, it's a little too much to say, but hopefully we don't ever get there, but this would be it. Tonka Imperial by the House of Guerlain. Okay, so number 2. So the rest of my list is not in particular order, but now we've another one from the House of Guerlain, and this is from the Elixir Charnel line. This one is in a different line, under a different line, like les exclusive something. Yeah. Okay, so this one is by the House of Guerlain. It is Gourmand Coquin. Let me see if I can find the... I can't find where it says the name of it. Hold on, guys. Nope, I can't find it. Anyway, this is Gourmand Coquin. I've also made a full review of this. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna be in the description box below. This I must have for life. Why? Because this is like a chocolate, like really creamy dark chocolate with raspberries. It's the best way that I could describe it. Actually, on me, the dry down on this, after maybe a couple of hours, it has some kind of yeasty quality, like like a bread, but in a good way, like in a comforting way. Who doesn't like bread? So it has the creamy dark to milk chocolate with fresh raspberries, like juicy fresh raspberries. A very gourmand, definitely edible, but not like in I don't know. It's definitely edible. It doesn't smell synthetic at all. Very chocolatey. It's just heaven, goodness, comforting, cozy. It just wraps you up. Like it makes you feel like you want to cuddle. This is really good. I like to wear this for love time, just for cuddling, being in the sheets, for bedtime as well. I just comforts me. I just love this thing so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one, and this is by the House of Tom Ford, and I have also made a recent review of this one, and this is Tom Ford Noir Perfume. This perfume, oh my goodness, I'm very happy with my choices, guys, very happy. So this is an oriental, true oriental, spicy, a little floral perfume. So it does have floral notes in it, but without it being overly floral. This is not something I would call a floral perfume. This is definitely has that oriental qualities with the spices. It's warm. It's also chocolatey. The dry down is beautiful. The dry down, the sillage and projection, it does last a good time. Really good performance. You can just you're just gonna be wanting to smell yourself all day with this one, all day, all night, and whoever partner you're with, they're gonna be wanting to stick their necks. Stick their noses on wherever you sprayed this one. Oh, it's very good. It's Barky, Embry, chocolatey, spicy, very alluring and seductive and cozy. Yeah, I can't say any more, guys. I mean, if you want to hear more, you can watch my full review on it. So number 4 is also by the House of Tom Ford, but it is a private blend. I have also kind of made a review of this one, but this is in comparison with Vanille Fatale. And this is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Okay, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Oh my goodness, I have to have this for the rest of my life. It's just so good. So this has vanilla, tobacco blossom. It also, I believe, it also has tonka, almond. So it does have similar notes with the Tonka Imperial, but they are totally different scent. Not similar at all. Maybe it kind of has that same vibe in terms of they're both cozy and comforting, but this to me, it's very spicy. So it also has vanilla and cacao, and some cloves. So actually, on my this is very different on different people, because when my friend tried it, she's also head over heels on this one. When she tried this on her skin, hers was more chocolatey, but on my skin, it's still chocolatey and vanilla. You smell that vanilla, chocolate, and cacao, but the cloves on my skin is more prominent. But I don't care, because that's why this perfume is so good. It's got that therapeutic quality about it. When I smell this one, it just makes me feel better. Like I feel like I can breathe better. Like it's very spicy in a healing way, in a comforting way. It's very cozy, it's chocolatey, and it is definitely unisex. Definitely I can imagine a man wearing this one and him smelling so good. Especially, I mean, we have different body chemistry. It brings out a different flavor, but I just love this. That's Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Okay, let's go to, this one, that's why I said I have 6-ish, because on my number 5, I cannot have one without the other. So let me talk about the first one first, under number 5, and that is by the house of Marc Jacobs, and this is Daisy Eau de Parfum. I've never really tried the Eau de Toilette. I know that's like the more known Daisy perfume, and there's like a whole other bunch of Daisy flankers, but this is what I have. That's the Eau de Parfum, and this is the 1.7 ounce. So I love this because this has been a staple in my collection. Like even when I just used to have 2 or 3 perfumes, this has always been in my one of the things I wear. It has been my signature scent for years. I think, when was the first year I got this? Hold on. I think 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, not this particular bottle. I've had an old bottle that I passed it on to my grandma, and I highly regret it. Like, why did I do that? Because I wore this so much that I eventually got tired of it, and I thought I didn't want it anymore. So when I actually had the I think it's called Pop Art Edition, when this is like bright red, and it's got like the black floral flower. I think that's as far as I can remember. I gave it to my grandma, and now I know as soon as I gave it to her, when I got back home after visiting her and gifting that to her, I was regretting it. And so I finally bought me a new bottle, which is this one. So this is a very floral, but not like your typical white floral. I'm not sure what the notes are, but this is, when you spray this and you smell this, you can tell that you're wearing Daisy. Like, it's not, to me personally, I find this perfume very unique in comparison to other white florals. It's sweet, very feminine, but not like candy sweet. It just gives that sweetness to make it more feminine, more likable, with the and it's creamy as well. It's a creamy white floral that's sweet and fresh. So that's why I like it. Now my other one, so I have Daisy Eau de Parfum, and I cannot have this without having Daisy Oh So Fresh. And look guys, how much I have used on that one. And this is the biggest bottle they have. I believe this is, I don't know, 4.2 something ounces. Yeah, I can't really see right now, but it's something like 4.2 ounces. And that is the Oh So Fresh, and this is Eau de Toilette. Okay, the name is perfect. It's basically your Daisy Eau de Parfum, but a more fresh, citrus, more refreshing, aquatic kind of feel, but it has the same vibe. Oh my goodness, this is just so good. Yeah, it has more of that citrusness, freshness. Yeah, so so the reason why I can't have without the other, because they are very similar, also very different. I like to wear them on different occasions, but this is obviously my mostly used one. This definitely lasts a little longer. I would say I usually spray this about 12 sprays. It's my average spray on this one. And this one, so if I do 12 on this, I would just do like 4 on this maximum, and it lasts forever on my skin, projects really well. But layering this two is just the bomb. Like, okay, so when I layer this one, like if I want this to last a little longer, or for it to project a little bit more depending where I'm going or depending on my mood, I would probably spray like 6 of these and 2 of these. That's kind of my proportion or my ratio. So that's my number 5, Daisy Eau de Parfum and Daisy Oh So Fresh Eau de Toilette. Okay, my number 5. I'm sorry, I'm on my number 6. My number 6 is my recent current obsession. And guys, I don't like to exaggerate. I'm not a fan of exaggeration because, you know, it's kind of lying. Well, I guess maybe if you're trying to make a point. Anyway, my point is I love this perfume. So I have been testing this for the last, I would say for the last 2 months. The more I spray it, the more I smell it, the more I have that desire to sniff it. Like, you know, sometimes I come home from the gym whatsoever and I take a shower and I'm like, what do I want? I'm always going. This is like my go-to perfume right now. And let me just show you. That is by the House of Chanel, and it's Coco Noir. And this is Eau de Parfum. I don't think they have a Eau de Toilette anyway, but this is a Coco Chanel Eau de Parfum. Okay, if I would have a signature scent right now, I was already telling my husband, this is going to be my signature scent for this, you know, spring, summer, and fall, for whatever, how long I want it to be wearing it, which I can foresee. I'm gonna be wearing this for quite some time. Okay, hold on, let me find a new, you know what, I'm just gonna spray it on my skin, because, oh, and I know I'm not supposed to spray on jewelry, but this is just some cheapy accessories, guys. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Oh, this perfume, I think has some grapefruit, and I can totally smell that. The opening is very citrus. This is definitely a floral perfume. It's a very floral yet fresh, without it being cloying. Very elegant, mature, without being like a vintage, you know, vintage person, or like a vintage smelling person. Okay, you know what I mean, you know, like it smells like an old kind of type of perfume, you know, it smells really old and vintage. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this to me smells mature in a sense of it's elegant. Like this is for a confident woman Like, she knows what she's wearing, she knows what she wants to do. She can decide for herself. This is exactly what she wants to smell like. That is Chanel Coco Noir to me. It's fresh, it's floral, spicy, balsamic, and it does have, I believe, a rose and patchouli, two notes I'm not a huge fan of, especially rose. But in this perfume, it's well blended. They just did it so well that I don't care what notes in it, what notes are in it. It's got some vanilla and tonka and sandalwood as well, but none of those notes actually is prominent to me, which means it's just very very well balanced. You know, all the notes just play well together and complement each other, and it just makes the most wondrous smell. It's just beautiful, it's gracious, it's elegant, feminine, womanly. I would highly recommend it as a signature scent. But oh my gosh, my mom is gonna go crazy over this one. But you are not a mom, you're not allowed to copy me on this one, because she already copied me on this one. But totally understandable. She's in a different country right now where she lives, so she can wear whatever she wants. But if I'm there, this is my signature scent. Okay, I'm owning this one, you know, just between me and my mom. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. Please let me know in the comment section below what your fragrances for life are. You know, it doesn't have to be a certain number. If you just have your top 3, you can comment it down below, because I'm curious what you guys like, or you know, what your favorites are. And thank goodness that this is just a pretend fragrances for life. I actually hope, you know, don't have to just pick 6 for the rest of my life, or 3 or 4, whatever number. But you know, if given the choice, or if I'm put in the situation, I have to make the choice. So right now, these would be my choices. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.